As one viewer recently commented, Weymouth are flying. Hello and welcome to episode 17 of From the Bottom to the Top, as we try and take a National League side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First up, an FA Trophy third round tie against Worthing, and then it's Vanarama National League Match Day 25 as we have Bath City come to visit, and that in itself, they are currently third in the league, and may or may not cause us some problems. We will have to wait and see. Before we have a look at see what's been going on since you were last with us, and we've played 4 games, so quite a bit. I think there is one thing outstanding from the last episode. We beat Walsall, of course, in the FA Cup second round, which means there's a third round tie that we need to have to see who we're going to play in that third round in January. Let's go and have a look. Well, thank you to Future Mark for that. And here is the draw for the Emirates FA Cup, and having beaten Walsall by that 7-1, it puts us in a very, very good position to maybe draw a big club. And I mean a big club. I'm not really expecting to go much further than I wasn't expecting to go further than the second round, but certainly don't expect to go any further than the third round. But a money spinning tie would be rather advantageous, of course, as always is the case for lower league sides. Right, let's get it underway then. We have 64 teams left in the draw. Doesn't include these teams that still need to replay. We're underway. Tottenham of the Premier League are out first. Will we get them? No, Stockport County do, though. A trip to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Stockport County. What an intriguing tie that one is. Bournemouth will play Manchester City, an all Premier League tie. Birmingham will play Middlesbrough. Bradford City will play Huddersfield. Blackpool will play Burnley, an all Lancashire derby there. Fulham will play Sunderland. Aldershot Town or Crewe are going to play Wickham. Bolton will play Watford. Cambridge United will play Sheffield United. Battle of the Uniteds. Chesterfield will play Arsenal. Arsenal come in to visit Chesterfield. That's a good tie. Lincoln City will play Notts County. Nottingham Forest of the Premier League will play Crystal Palace, also of the Premier League. Coventry will play Blackburn. All Championship tie, that last one. Norwich will play Barnsley. And we're out. We are at home. We have a home tie. Who's it going to be? Cardiff. We're going to play Cardiff City of the Championship, Championship. They are going to be our opponents for this one. Let's have a look at the rest of the draw. And I'll just go down very slowly to see if you can see your team there. Ipswich playing West Brom. Manchester United versus Peterborough. Wolves at Molineux. Bristol City will face them. Aston Villa and Liverpool. Chelsea to play Swansea. Everton playing West Ham. So there we go. That is the draw for the third round of the FA Cup. I will hand you back to Future Mark, who will bring you up to date of what that means to the schedule. Indeed, an FA Cup third round tie against Championship Cardiff. Big payday for sure. That's looking good. Don't forget, if you do enjoy today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far. Let me know how you think we are going. And the other thing, of course, is tell your friends. Get them watching it as well. If they enjoy Football Manager, then why not come along and join the party? Right, having said all of that, you can follow me on this channel by following me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. That's the best way of doing it. Yes, Cardiff City down on the 4th of January. So a future episode of Billericay Town and Cardiff City in that one. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm looking at this and something doesn't feel right at all. But I will I'll look into that in due course. You don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I'm looking at the numbering for the Vanarama National League match days, and they're out of sequence somehow or other. They've got out of sequence. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But anyway, yes, since you were last with us, of course, Whitehawk, a 4-1 win in the FA Trophy, which sets up today's third round tie against Worthing. And then, of course, that really unexpected 7-1 win against Walsall, which was a splendid payday and brought in lots of money, which means that we currently have a overall balance of 54,549, and we've still got a third round tie to come, which should give us another substantial bonus as well. And if we can draw with them and go back to their place at Cardiff, oh my goodness me, I won't say we'll be rolling in it, but certainly be looking to up a few things in our plans. But yeah, that has certainly helped us out from being in quite a way in a negative situation, and we have pulled ourselves around a little bit. Right, yeah, go back to what we were doing, Mark. That was in the last episode. Of course, since then we have played 4 games in the Vanarama National League South. We have won all of them, but I will say things are getting a little bit tighter. Maidstone United was a 3-1 win. Kieran Evans Wanju Smith opening the scoring after 2 minutes, which was fine. But then Kieran Evans equalising after 10 minutes. Brendan Goodship giving us a 2-1 lead at half-time on 23 minutes. And Joe Knight getting the third goal, make it look a bit more comfortable than it was after 87, 13 shots, 7 on target, 3.47 and 53% of the possession in that one. And then we played today's opponents in our first match in the FA Trophy. We played them in the Vanarama National League. It was a 3-2 win. This one not so easy. Kieran Evans giving us the lead after 6 minutes. You notice there's a bit of a trend. Kieran Evans is starting to hit the score sheet quite regularly. He gave us the lead after 6 minutes. We took a 2-0 lead into half-time. 2 goals from penalty spots. Harvey Slade after 42. Jack Leahy getting Worthing back in it on 50 minutes. Then another penalty on 67. Made it 2-2. But Harvey Slade and quite a good header from a corner give us the 3-2 win over Worthing. And I'm hoping for it not to be quite so tight today. 11 shots, 8 on target, 2.49, 46% of the possession. They had the bulk of the possession in that one and lots of shots, which wasn't very comfortable watching. Then an extremely tight match against Chippenham Town. This really probably should have been at least a draw. Poor old Chippenham Town. But Kieran Evans getting the goal from the penalty spot again. In this one, he's been converting very, very well. 14 shots, 6 on target. They had 8 shots, 3 on target, 2.14, 56% of the possession. We just didn't put our chances away, and that seems to be the story of our sort of recent form. We have dropped Cameron Cooper for a couple of games there, just to give him a bit of a rest, but try and sort of get him back onto track, which he did in this last game against Hampden and Richmond. We went one behind to a goal from George Hunt after 21 minutes. And then Mason Bloomfield made it 2-0 after 28. And I'm thinking, is this the turning point of our season? Is this the point where we suddenly go off the edge of a cliff? But Mitchell Weiss had other ideas a minute after Mason Bloomfield's goal. Prescott coming down that wing again. Prescott not been quite so effective. Weiss picking up the ball, taking it inside, created the space for himself and put it away, making it 2-1. It was going to be 2-2 at half-time because that sort of picked the team up a little bit. And Cam Cooper was the next person to score. He's wriggled past this one, decided to go on his own, tucks it away in off the side netting. So 2-2 at half-time, and that's how we were until pretty much the 73rd minute when Kieran Evans managed to put away his third penalty or second penalty in recent times to give us a 3-2 win. Again, it was a bit fortuitous, really. 14 shots, 6 on target. They have 15 and 6. We had slightly better XG on 2.53. They had 2.50 and 50% of the possession. At the end of the day, it was pretty even Stevens, and we just managed to sneak that just by virtue of that penalty. Ted Can having a poor day in goal, which is not usually his style, I have to say. That has set us up then, but we continue our winning streak, and at the top of the table, we've opened the gap a little bit more because Eastbourne Borough, as you will see, their form's not fantastic. They've won 2, drawn 2, lost their last match, so their form is a little bit Worthing's form, though. They've won 4 of their last 5, lost the other one. We've won 4, drawn 1. But as it currently stands, we have a 17-point lead over Eastbourne Borough in second place on 48 points. Then Worthing are third on 45. Then Bath City, our second opponents today, who are not in fantastic form themselves, on 42 points. Then Torquay United climbing up into that playoff places on 41. Maidstone United on 38. And then Dartford taking up the last playoff place. And to be honest, they're not looking good at the minute, are they? Dartford, rugged form, only won 1 of their last 5, and they are in 7th place on 37. Then Hemel Hempstead and Wealdstone just outside on 36. Farnborough, Dulwich Hamlet, Hampden and Richmond, and Slough Town. I mean, Hampden and Richmond give us a game, and bearing in mind they're down there. Slough Town, but it always works like that. Slough Town bottom on 12 points. They've won 3 matches now, so they've actually sort of pulled themselves around a little bit, including 1 in the last 5. And they are slightly better than we were when we took over last season. Anyway, that's where we're at for now. I don't think there's a great more deal to tell you, really. Medical centre wise, we have a full complement of fit players, nobody injured, nobody returning from injury, so we're all good and dandy as it currently stands. A full complement to select from then for our FA Trophy 3rd round tie against Worthing. Let's go and see the team that will face Worthing. Oh, before we do that though, I nearly forgot. Let's have a look and see our recent history with them. We lost, that was before we joined, of course, a 3-0 loss to them last season in the Vanarama National League, then a 2-0 win back in February after we took over, and then, of course, just recently in the league, a 3-2 win, as we've just talked about. So today, we could another result similar to that would be very nice. I probably should have mentioned there are 3 matches in the Vanarama National League today. We'll check up on those after the game. Can continues in goal then. Ryan, Hamlin, Slade and Howe is our defensive line. Knight, Solanke and Petit are our midfield. Bolton being rested for this one. Evans sits behind Cooper and Goodship up front. And then on the bench we have Spurway, Frost, Williams, Weiss and Melvin Lambert. And here we are back at the Bob Lucas and playing our familiar formation. Won our last 5 games, of course. in all competitions. They've won 3, lost 2. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 today. Bennett up front, leading the attack. Reese with the goal kick. Nearly 3 minutes on the clock. Woodhouse to Scott. Out to Leahy. Jack Leahy was danger man last time out. It's going all the way back to Reese. And tried to cut that. Cooper trying to cut that out. Didn't quite make it though. That long ball in the end. Slade cutting it out. Knight back to Slade. Slade finds Petit. Petit threads that through. Good Ship has got on it. Good Ship. What's he going to do? He's got Howe in support. Howe's tackled. Knight. And we go 1 up after 4 minutes. 6th goal of the season for Joe Knight, who has been quite a good signing. Very young player. He's going to be with us for a little while, I think. Good Ship here doing all the hard work. That could have been a penalty had Knight not put that one away. I think Cam Cooper's taken a knock. Slade with the ball. Petit. Nothing's come up as yet. Howe gets into the area. Howe in. Good Ship. And it's going out for a corner. Good Ship. Try to get a little bit on it. Not quite making it. Ryan crosses that deep. It's been headed clear, but not very far. And a penalty maybe? I don't know. What's come on here? Or was it an offside or... Evans swings that in. Good Ship. Oh, it's come down off the crossbar and it's offside. We have a corner now. 31 minutes on the clock. Ryan, this one deep. Oh, and it's Harvey Slade. His 8th goal of the season. And a perfect ball in from Ryan. And, well, 2-0 on 31 minutes, I think. Yep. They have a corner now. Jack Leahy. Oh, that one's very low and targeted. And tidied up by Folsom comes forward. Looking to get one back. We've got to try and stop him. That cross deep. And Can is beaten by Tom Taylor. That was a perfect ball in. And... it's 2-1 after 40 minutes. We thought we were coasting. Didn't deal with Folsom. We let him get out there. And we know what, like Prescott crosses these balls in, but Taylor getting up above. 2 defenders here. Who are they? Hamlin and Ryan. Can with a goal kick. It's 42 on the clock. That's gone out to Ryan. John Ryan. He's coming down this wing. He's fired one in. Looking for Good Ship. Didn't find him. Knight will tidy that up. Petit. Over the top looking for Cooper. Still didn't find him. Ryan has lost the ball. And they're definitely coming back into this. We got to be careful. Howe gets the ball in midfield. Petit now. Petit has been tackled and lost the ball. And they come forward again. Leahy, are they going to get back level at half time? That would be very... And this is just the story of how we are at the moment. They are. And it's almost like identical, absolutely, apart from the player bringing it in, it was an identical goal. And, well, I don't know what to make of that. Twice. And I think it's Teddy Howe out here, not... We have a free kick now. Kieran Evans over the free kick, but it's just over the top. And half-time has arrived. Kieran Evans is good from free kicks, but it doesn't seem to score that many. Tom Taylor is the person who's put us back into our box. We're looking very good on 2-0, but Worthing have got back into it and made a tie of it. We had 12 shots, only 3 on target, and that really, probably that gap between those two is our big problem. 50% of the possession. They've had 4 shots, 2 on target, so they're hitting 50% where we're not. 0.63. We need to be a bit more clinical in that second half. We've got the game by the scruff of the neck here, and they've got back in, and we need to stop it. And with 61 minutes on the clock, we're making 2 changes. Cam Cooper, who seems to have got a problem with that knock that he took in the first half. We've replaced him with Vice, a good ship, and Vice swapping over, but I'm not sure that's a good idea on the basis that, are they both? Yeah, we'll do that. And then the other change that we've made is Leo Hamlin not having a good time in defence. We've brought on Spencer Spurway to replace him, and I think we might have to swap Slade and Spurway over, to be fair. He can play on that side. So that's our changes for now. They have a free kick just inside our half. 61 minutes on the clock. And who's that being a pest? Knight being a pest. He can get onto this ball. No, he can't. Looked like it when we stopped it. Forcing them back at the minute. But we need to win this ball, and we forgot a foot in. Petit getting his foot in, but didn't do any good. And they are coming forward, and that's crossed in deep. And luckily Bennett heads it over the top. Not an easy side to play against, Worthing. Goal kick. Reese with a goal kick. 65 minutes on the clock. And since that 7-1 win against Walsall, we seem to have lost a little bit of ground. Howe winning that ball back. Spurway, Knight, Evans. We're on a counter now. Evans, can he do something with this? Through to Vice. Vice! A good save by Reese. He was offside though. 74 minutes on. Another goal kick. Ball comes forward. And Ryan should have got there for that one. Oh, and we really need to be trying to force the issue. They've got a lot of possession, but that's a bit of a poor ball. Ryan in. Good ship. Through to Evans. Evans puts it wide of the post. And these are chances that we may rue as the game continues. Evans, you would have expected him to put that away. Another goal kick from that. Well cut out there by Ryan. Solanke over the top looking for Ryan, but it's gone too far. And defender, I would have thought, would have let that go. And Spurway tidying up. Spurway has Ryan outside him here. Slade. Spurway. Solanke. Petit. Spurway. Doing our own passing around now. Howe out wide there. Oh, he's not. No, he's not. I thought he'd lost the ball then for a minute. Solanke. Slade. Knight. Petit has Vice into the area. Vice takes a shot in off the post. He's 18th of the season, and we nudge our noses in front again on 77 minutes. Good team goal, that one. I have to say, it was well played into Petit. Vice created the space as he does to put that away. And Worthing come out again. But again, Ryan picking that up. Knight. Evans round his man. Evans straight at the goalkeeper. But it's gone out for a corner. He hit it with some ferocity. And Ryan with this corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. As you'll see, match momentum in our favour as it currently stands. Ryan to the near post, looking for spur weight, but it didn't get there. Another goal kick. And we need to thwart them. Solanke does. Batty back to Solanke. Solanke has Spurway there. Spurway finds Slade. Slade has Ryan outside here. Good ship. Knight, who's had a fantastic game. Knight, can he score himself? Oh, just wide of that post. It was a good try, and it would have probably finished the tie off. And Knight creating the space, looking for that post, but just wide of it. And with 84 minutes on the clock, we're making our final change. We have taken off Kieran Evans, and I'm just, having done it, I'm hoping that I haven't messed up because if this does go to penalties, Kieran Evans is our best penalty taker, and I've just taken him off. We've moved Joe Knight up behind Goodship and Vice, and we've brought on Toure Williams. And there are no more highlights. We've snuck past Worthing, a 3-2 win, the same as last time out. Tom Taylor doing the damage. We were 2 up and looking very comfortable for that. They were doing absolutely nothing. Then Tom Taylor decided he was going to get in the action. 2 goals in 3 minutes, made it 2-2 at half-time. But Mitchell Weiss with that 77th minute goal, 21 shots, 7 on target, better in the second half, 2.83 and 52% of the possession. They had 10 shots, 5 on target, 1.36 and 48% of the possession. We can look forward to a 4th round draw. So here we are for the draw for the ISU FA Trophy 4th round. And who are we going to draw this time? Of course, everybody in the Vanarama National League, North, South and National, plus a few teams from the lower leagues still in this. But looking at the list here, it's mainly Vanarama National League and South and North. I'm not sure whether the Vanarama National League teams come in before this round or they actually come in at this round. There seems to be a lot of them, which suggests that possibly they come in at this round. Anyway, let's get on with the draw. Gloucester City of the Vanarama National League North will play Chesterfield. Macclesfield will play Southport, an all northern tie, that one. We are out and we are at home again. And who will we play? We will play Hemel Hempstead, also of the Vanarama National League South. Let's draw the teams. Get it out of the way. There you go. If you can see your team in amongst that lot. But 4th round it is next. Does it go 4th, 5th, quarterfinal, semi-final and final? So there we go. Whittling it down as we go. How does that affect the schedule then? Let's have a quick look. Right. Well, sorry about that. I finally did manage to sort it out. I'm not quite sure why it didn't do it. But here we go. Down towards the end of the month, end of January, Hemel Hempstead Town, and the 18th of January is where we will play that game. So obviously in the next episode, Billericay Town and Cardiff, and then it's likely to be Braintree and Hemel Hempstead in the episode after that, towards the end of the thing. Right, we're coming up now to exactly 1 year after we took over the game against Bath City. We'll come back if there's any news, or we'll come back ahead of the game anyway. Well, there is nothing else to report. It's all clean. And so we have arrived at exactly 1 year after we took over here at Weymouth. And boy, oh boy, what a difference. You remember that we were bottom of the table of the Vanarama National League South with just 9 points when we took over. Today, as we go into our Christmas Boxing Day game, we have 65 points. We've won 21 of our games, drawn 2 and lost 1. So just 3 games that we've dropped points this season. We've scored 75 goals for, 33 against. I'll tell you what, we are on a rich vein of form. 25 games in all competitions, unbeaten, including the FA Cup at this point in time. I think it could come to an end very, very soon in January. But we have done absolutely fantastic, and I'm really pleased. And getting to the point where I'm thinking, do we need to freshen up the team? Do we need... And to be honest, I don't want to change it too much, because I think if you change it too much, it could change the dynamics of the side. So I think we need to be careful. Maybe bring in one or two. We have to lose some first, though, because we haven't got any wage budget. But that's another story altogether. Bath City, then, our opponents in the Boxing Day match here at Bob Lucas. We've played them 3 times this series. Beaten them all 3 times. November last year, they won 1-0. It was with the odd occasion that they won without us in situ. And then we beat them both times at their place right at the start of the season, 2-1. And then beat them there 2-1 last season as well. So another result very similar to that would be very much accepted. Thank you very much. And this is the side that faces Bath City in Vanarama National League match day 25 of the season. Can continues in goal. I'm not sure. Do I keep Can in goal, or do I give Kelly a bit of a run out? Because Can has had a couple of howlers. I think we're going to change that, actually. Kelly going back into goal then. Right, Kelly in goal. It's Ryan, Slade, Spurway and Prescott as our defensive line. Solanke, Bolton and Williams are our midfield. Vice is sat behind Cooper and Goodship up front. They've got a bit of a rapport. It's not showing the other lines on there, though, but they have got a bit of a rapport. Rowan, Harris, Evans, and Knight and Melvin Lambert, who I don't think is going to be with us for very long, on the bench today. And here we are at the Bob Lucas on Boxing Day, and we're playing our familiar formation now. Won the last 5 games. Bath City come and join us. Lost 3 of their last 5, 1-1 and drawn 1. Playing a 4-2-3-1 today. And we are in first on 65 points. Bath are 4th on 43 points. An early highlight. Throw in for Bath. Throw it our way. I'm not sure why. Bolton. Out wide to Prescott. Danger man, but not been so dangerous of late. He's going to be today, is he? Let's hope so. Prescott. He's tucked that inside to Vice. Vice now is going to be the supplier. And it's just gone wide. And it's gone for a corner. Goalkeeper tipping it round the post. It's going to be a short corner. Vice to take it to Solanke. Solanke back to Vice. Vice has Bolton on the outside there. Bolton, he's lost the ball. And referee's given something. I'm not sure what. And Prescott tidying up. Has Kelly in goal today. Slade. Solanke. Thwarted that attack. Bolton inside. Toure Williams has Prescott now. Prescott's in. He's cut inside. I'm not sure why. I've got him on an inverted winger position. Davis with a throw-in for Bath. Playing in their yellow and black stripes today, of course. Let's cut that back, and it's looking very ominous and very dangerous at the minute. And a penalty's been given. A trip went in there. And we could go a goal behind. Will Kelly make a name for himself? Wants to stay in the side, he will. No, he's gone the wrong way. And Bath take the lead after 12 minutes. Ollie Thomas, 7th goal of the season for Ollie. And, well, we're going to have to do it the hard way. They have a free kick. Smith standing over the ball. We've made life extremely difficult for ourselves of late. I'm not sure why. And it's a funny move, but Billington, oh dear. That caught a vicious deflection off of Tom Solanke and Tom Solanke will get an own goal for it. It was going well wide until it hit Solanke, and oh dear, Ryan with a throw-in on that far side. Cooper needs to get back into this. We know we can. We're capable of doing it, but it's happening too often of late. And ball forward, Ryan. And again, Slade. Slade to Spurway. This is going to test their resilience. And they're winning the 50-50 balls, which is making all the difference. And Toure Williams getting that back to Kelly in an unconventional way. Prescott comes forward. Prescott through the legs of Black to Goodship. Back to Prescott. Prescott crosses that deep, looking for Solanke. And it's gone over the top. Half time comes and we are behind on everything. They've had one shot, one on target, 0.79, 55% of the possession. We've had 7 shots, just the one on target, 0.60, 45% of the possession. We've got to be back better in the second half. Bath City have a throw in. Davis, back to Davis. He has Billington. We got another third goal down here. I think that's Goodnight Nurse, and it's looking very ominous at the moment. Smith has a shot from distance. It's just gone over the top. And with 57 minutes on the clock, I'm making no inroads into this game at all. In fact, I've just noticed Tom Solanke is having an absolute howler as well. We're going to take him off, bring Joe Knight on. So we've just changed it up, making 2 changes now then. Goodship has come off. We've sacrificed him. Vice has gone up alongside Cooper. Evans coming in to replace Goodship in that shadow striker role. And Joe Knight comes on and replaces Thomas Solanke as we look to try and get back into this game. Prescott with a throw-in on that far side. Nearly 80 minutes on the clock. Williams to Spurway. We need to get one back very, very soon. Slade has Ryan out wide on this left side. Ryan cuts it in, and Cam Cooper gets his 25th of the season, and we've pulled a goal back on 80 minutes, boys and girls. Never rule out Cam Cooper. Just needed to get one ball into that box very neatly, and Cam Cooper puts it through the legs of the defender into the back of the net. And with 87 minutes on the clock, our final change. Charlie Rowan has come on for Harvey Slade in defence. And we need to try and get that second goal back. A draw is a bare minimum. It's not going to happen. And we've lost for the first time in 26 games. And we've lost on our first anniversary, which isn't very clever. 10 shots, just a 2 on target. Wasn't good enough. 1.07 and only 46% of the possession. They had 6 shots, just a 1 on target. They didn't have a lot on target, I have to say, but Ollie Thomas from the penalty spot and then an own goal wasn't helpful. 54% of the possession. It's not going to crack us very much, but we need to pick ourselves up and go again. And maybe, just maybe, that's what the issue was. I hadn't realised that Alfie Prescott had picked up an injury, and it's going to be 5 to 6 weeks with a calf strain. Ow, that's not good. Oh dear. No. Well, that changes it up a little bit. Teddy Howe's going to have to work doubly hard now. And we might see a little bit more of Tyler Frost, I guess. Yeah, that's not particularly good. You know what they say, it never rains but it pours. Chippenham Town beating Slough Town by 3-0. Eastbourne Borough beating Billericay by 1-0 to close the gap to just 14 points now at the top of the table. And then it's a further 3 points, I think it is. So it's 17 points down to Worthing in 3rd place. Bath City are 4th on 46, having beaten us today. And then it comes Torquay United and Maidstone on 41. Hemel Hempstead, the last team in the playoffs at the moment, on 39. Dartford dropping below the playoffs again. They're on 38 with a Western-super-Mare. And it's Farnborough, Dulwich Hamlet, Hampden and Richmond and Slough still in that drop zone as we get to the turn of the year. And that leaves us, we're going to play St Albans City offline. St Albans City currently in 19th place. We're going to come back for Billericay in 16th. And then the FA Cup third round tie against Cardiff City. If nothing else, it's a bit of a cash cow. So a picture of a cow on the next thumbnail, maybe? I don't know. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Bit of a dampener, really. It wasn't probably as good an episode as we've seen. But just so we're not totally impregnable. If you've enjoyed it anyway, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, all that stuff. And, of course, by hitting the notification button, it'll keep you up to date with all future episodes, which is what you want to do. Not only of this one, bottom to the top, but also our other series, Irons in the Fire, which is featuring West Ham. If you've not seen that series yet, go and have a look for it. New episodes, bottom to the top, released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with everything that's happening on this channel is follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. That's the way to do it. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 18. It's out on Tuesday, and it's a third round FA Cup tie. Join me then. Bye.